It is the next target for manned missions, as several organizations from NASA to private companies plan to send their own astronauts to land on the red planet. And to tell us a little bit more about traveling to Mars is one man who is hoping to do just that. Josh Richards is a finalist for the Mars One mission, hoping to head out on a one-way journey to the planet in the next few years. So Josh, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
To tell the sort of our young viewers, could you give them a little bit of an idea of what the Mars One mission is, what you're going to be maybe doing over these next few years?
So Mars One is probably a little bit different from most of your usual missions to Mars that people talk about. We are still planning to send people on the 7-month journey that it takes to travel from Earth to Mars. We're looking at launching in September 2026, so roughly 10 years' time from now. However, when the first crew from Mars One land on Mars, they're not coming back. So it's a one-way mission. The idea is that they're going there to permanently colonize Mars. So the first crew will go and they'll live the rest of their lives on Mars. About 2 years later, the second crew will arrive and they'll stay there as well. This is all about sending people one way to Mars to live for the rest of their lives on another planet.
What brings you so much of a passion when you think about Mars?
I think the thing for me is that I like the idea that humans are going out and exploring the universe, and we have an amazing opportunity by being able to go and literally spend the rest of our lives exploring a whole other planet. When the first crew arrive, they will be the only 4 people on that planet, and they'll have the chance to literally live out the rest of their lives learning more about the universe that we live in. So rather than coming back and returning to Earth, they'll have a chance to explore a whole other planet for the rest of their life. And I think that's really important to learn about the universe we live in. I love the idea that in 10 years' time, kids will be able to watch, say, a Slooh broadcast from Mars and see people living on the surface of Mars together. That's really important to me. So I'm not looking for a specific experience. I don't need to go and explore Valles Marineris or anything like that. For me, the really important thing is that kids would be able to grow up watching broadcasts from the surface of Mars and know that regardless of where they were born or what their background was or what their education was, if they wanted to go to Mars and they were had the right personality, they would have the opportunity to do that. I think, especially for kids right now and kids in the future, to be aware that we really are right on the edge of a whole new age, a golden age of space exploration. There are so many new opportunities arriving all the time that will allow kids in the future to be astronauts. Things are getting so much easier, and there's going to be so many more people who have the opportunity to go into space than there have been in the past ever. And so no matter where you're from, whatever background you might have had, if you want to be in space, if you want to work in the space industry, if you want to be involved in space in any shape or form, the opportunities are getting better and better regardless of where you are.